Hey, it's Blonde here from the Vortex Healing Center. I wanted to talk to you about an article that Dr. Jack Kruse recently wrote about how the bioluminescence from inside the human body, it lasts for 48 hours after death, which is a very surprising data for me. I've been following his work for well over a year now, and his work and his written articles are really highly technical, full of chemistry, biochemistry, and impossible for me to actually understand, to be honest. So I run them through AI, and I had AI simplify his version so that I could understand it. And what it really talks about is why your body's hidden glow could be the secret to perfect health. So the hidden glow is what is called ultraweak photon emissions, or UPE, and that process is deeply tied to how we sleep, stay healthy, and even how we die. His writing is packed with complex science, but to break it down into simple terms about why it matters because you receive sunlight from our sun and that determines everything that happens in all of the metabolic processes inside the body and determines how and when you sleep and how life remains and exists inside the body. Kruse argues that sunlight and sleep are critical for keeping our bodies functioning properly. Every day, our cells go through a cycle of activity when we're awake, and they begin to repair when we sleep. This whole cycle, their circadian rhythm, is driven by light, specifically sunlight entering our eyes. And it helps regulate everything from our energy levels to how our cells handle damage. When we die, and this was the part that really blew my mind, the cells release a burst of this UPE light, this ultra weak photonic energy, almost like they're emptying out stored energy. Kruse suggests that this light release is part of an orderly process managed by our special genes called thanatotransmitomic genes. I don't know if I said that right, which stay active even after death. These genes may also play a role every day, keeping our cells and helping our cells to reset during sleep to keep us alive and healthy. So the question is, how does sunlight affect sleep? Sunlight, especially in the morning, acts like a natural alarm clock for our bodies. When light hits our eyes, it triggers cells in the retina that send signals to a part of the brain called the hypothalamus. This brain region acts like a master clock, syncing our body's rhythms to the day and night cycle. It controls the release of melatonin, the hormone that helps us fall asleep at night. Morning sunlight makes us alert during the day and helps us sleep better at night. It also supports the repair processes in our cells, like fixing damaged DNA, by aligning our body's clock with the natural world. You know, the indigenous cultures from around the world have always known this. They've always been outdoors in nature getting natural sunlight. But Kruse emphasizes that this getting sunlight from morning to evening is the key to good sleep and overall health. And the role of this ultra weak photonic emissions, or UPE, which is the body's hidden glow. We can't see that glowing from inside, but on a consciousness level, I think we've always known that we were light bodies and light beings. And now science has documented that is actually true, and it is visibly, measurably true. Our cells constantly emit tiny amounts of light, this UPE, as a byproduct of their energy making processes. Think of it like a faint glow that happens as our cells breathe and produce energy. Kruse suggests that this light is more than just a byproduct, it's part of how our cells communicate and manage energy. When we're alive, our cells carefully control this light to maintain balance. During sleep, this same process helps to repair damage from the day's activities. And when we die, this control breaks down and the cells release all of their stored light in a final burst. Kruse connects this to thanatotranscriptomic genes, which may help manage this light release, ensuring it happens in an organized way, even after death. And in this case, sleep is a daily rebirth. Kruse has a bold idea that every night when we sleep, our bodies go through a kind of mini death. Sleep isn't just about resting, it's about resetting our cells to keep them healthy. During sleep, our body shifts from burning sugars like glucose to burning fats, which is more efficient and helps repair our mitochondria, which are the powerhouses of our cells. This repair process involves clearing out damaged parts of cells, boosting energy carriers like NAD, and rehydrating our cells to capture light energy even better. Melatonin, the sleep hormone, plays a big role here by tweaking how our mitochondria work, helping them switch to fat burning mode. This nightly reset reduces cellular chaos and prepares us for another day of life. And why would these death genes matter? This thanatotranscriptomic genes, maybe that's close to pronouncing that right, which are active for up to 48 hours after death. These genes help manage the chaotic breakdown of cells when we die, ensuring resources are recycled properly. But Kruse goes even further, suggesting these genes are active at low levels during life, especially during sleep, to help our cells recover from daily stress. He ties this to evolution, pointing out that these genes likely appeared billions of years ago when oxygen levels on Earth increased, causing stress for early life forms. Over time, life adapted by using these genes to handle energy and light in a way that supports survival, daily repair, and even sleep. So, what is this evolutionary connection that traces this light and sleep system back to ancient times around 2.4 billion, that's with a B, years ago during the Great Oxygenation Event? This was when oxygen levels rose and early life forms had to adapt to new stresses. Some genes, possibly influenced by viruses, evolved to manage this chaos, helping cells use light and energy more efficiently. Over millions of years, these adaptations led to the complex sleep and repair systems we see in humans today. In essence, sleep evolved to help us practice recovering from stress every day so we don't break down completely. It's like a daily rehearsal for staying alive with sunlight and these special genes playing starring roles. And what does that mean for you? Kruse's key takeaway is sunlight and sleep are deeply connected to our health. To live longer and feel better, we need to get sunlight exposure, especially in the morning, to sync our body's clock and improve sleep. You need to prioritize sleep to allow our cells to repair and reset, reducing damage from daily life, and avoiding artificial light at night as it can disrupt melatonin production, throw off our rhythms. It is all about aligning our lives with the natural light cycles and to support our body to repair, stay energized, and even extend our own lifespan. That's really the key to me. And to me, um, bringing science to the point that we have always known that we were light bodies from an energetic and a conscious standpoint. And science is finally catching up to say, oh, we can actually measure that, yes, in fact, we are made of light. And the more light we can bring in helps stimulate our own body's physical light. So get your morning sunlight and get your sleep. Have a great day.